Okay, Bryce, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the first three phases of the swing. We're going to stop there and going to start from left to right. Phase one, kind of the only thing there that we could see maybe is a little more weight on the backside as identified with number one under phase one, the left side of the screen. But moving in towards now phase two, you can see when you go to your load from the starting stance that you actually don't hold that position very long, and there are a couple things that go on that we need to address. And the red line under phase two, or number one there in phase two, what you would see is that your hand should be moving back parallel to the top of the strike zone somewhat, and your initial movement would be more down as indicated with that small yellow line. That's the first thing that I'd be concerned about. You don't hold the hand position in the load long enough. Second thing is you immediately go to an open position with the front side foot as identified by the circle. We want to keep that closed. Now, as we move into phase three, there are two shots here I want to pay attention to, is the first one with the white arrow. Obviously, when everything drops like it has in phase two, you're going to see that the bat head is going to enter the strike zone at a different angle than we'd like to see it. You'd like to have the bat barrel above the hands as it comes into the contact zone, and that's not happening here. You can see the yellow line there with the bat. Actually, the bat is below your hands, and has a lot to do with the fact that you've opened up in phase two, and it's going to kind of follow that pathway. Phase two opening creates that phase three bat head position as identified with a yellow line. Also, the actual hands in phase three are much quicker to get to the contact point before the backside pivot does anything. So I've kind of circled the backside pivot under the phase three where the white arrow is, and then the red line there over your head is an indication of the way the shoulders will tilt because of the front side opening up. So we've got to work on that front side foot, and a lot of it relates to the front side activity is relating to the lack of backside pivot. So the hips have got to open up, and if the backside pivot's not allowing that process to happen as you torque towards a strike zone, then the front side is going to make up the difference by opening up to help the hips come open. And that, of course, then creates that vacuum by which everything drops, as indicated by the white arrow. Now, on that final graphic to the right, you can see where we've pointed 1, 2, and 3. I want you to note where the bat head is. That is actually as you're entering the contact zone. Very, very important phase three. And then, of course, there is no backside pivot. The shoestrings are not pointed to the pitcher at this point. And then in three, the actual front side foot is obviously opened up. So those are three key points that I think are very important. That last frame of the four to the right is the most important because we've frozen your hands just as it's about to enter the contact zone. The contact zone is from the belly button forward. It's very important how you come into the strike zone with the ability to have your hands above the bat head, the bat head above the hands, the backside foot pivoted, and in three, the front side foot closed. So we've got to work on getting to that position and changing it. I want you to go to the diagram that I gave you, and I want you to look at each one of those of the core five. So take the diagram that I gave you at the clinic, look at the picture, look at the bat head position. I've frozen this particular final clip here to the far right. That is actually the same position that illustration is aligned in. So you can do a great comparison both offline with that document as you look at this particular video. I've included some additional clips in the email, and obviously the link to your regular swing that this series of graphics was taken from, and let's get to work so that we can get you into the right position and not have clips that look like this in the next video. So that's how you do it, and that's how you progress. So I appreciate your time. Look forward to working with you some more on it.